with gout before. So let's look here. And you see he has this big toe joint. Well, it looks normal until I push on it. And then you see all of these little things that are kind of moving. It feels very fluctuant under there. So we're gonna poke into it and see what happens. He told me to make sure I ducked out of the way, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna do some more betadine on it. I looked at it on x-ray and you can see a swollen knot. And we also looked at it in ultrasound. There's a lot of inflammatory changes as well as some pockets of fluid. So I usually start with just a 18 gauge needle. Cold spray. Okay, you ready? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some cold spray and then I'm gonna push and I'm gonna go in right there, okay? That seems to be kind of the head of it. And then I need to figure out a way to duck.
Just doesn't work.
Yeah. Our videographer is gonna, oh, and maybe that's pus. Our videographer is gonna take one for the team. So I do see some white looking crystals in there, which could be gout. Oh yeah, those are gouty crystals. Gotta culture. We're probably gonna have to do another poke because that knot is not moving. So I feel like it's lobulated in there. We're gonna swab it as well. Oh, look at that.
Maybe you can swap that part.
Yeah, I could swab it
that
on my
part.
glove. So, ooh, that was a good one. Yeah, it's gout. It may have a slight little infection to it. I doubt it. I think it's where it's so chronic that it's eating away some of its bone. Gout has a characteristic presentation on x-ray. It's an erosion of the first metatarsal on the medial side, or this side over here, and it's called a Martel sign. And we did see that with him. Isn't that so cool? Here. We're gonna do another poke too. So this is not the normal presentation of gouty crystals, but he never claimed to be normal. I'm gonna let you swab it if that's okay. Oh, sure. I'm gonna squeeze it, and when it comes out, perfect. That should be enough. I've already bruised you at this point. Jeez, oh. Okay. I think I am gonna do another poke back there. We may get it draining out of both holes at that point. That's okay, it's better than one. I almost feel like that has a little bit of an odor to it. I don't know that I can smell it, but I got a whiff of something just then, so we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna go right there, just down below this one. Oh my goodness, look how creamy and white that is. Yeah, well that's gout for sure. Look, it's coming out of both holes. If we'd done that one first, we probably wouldn't have had to culture it, but I can feel it moving all around in there. Does that hurt your foot? Okay. Kind of too late to ask that, isn't it? It's such a small little area. It's coming out of both. Okay. We're probably gonna have to make one more little poke if I had to guess. Maybe. He's giving me a thumb cramp. Probably all we're gonna get out of it. I don't feel it moving from side to side anymore. Ooh, that one just about squirted me.
She always wears white on there. She has to do something like this.
Maybe I'll
She's
get the...
nervy.
So you still have these holes, so there may still be fluid that escapes kind of as you walk. We'll put a dressing on it. And see if we can't get a little bit more out of it just by you walking. But I think that's a really good start. I don't feel the blistered feeling beneath the skin anymore. I really just feel your bone at this point. Let's clean them up with some alcohol, Tara, and some antibiotic ointment. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Try to get your stuff away. We will send that culture off just to make sure that there is no infection component to it. This one down here I'm not concerned about at all. The crystals have liquefied, and that's likely because it's just been there for so long and it's been growing and growing. This one looked a little bit different, so I do want to make sure that there's nothing there. Any nausea, vomiting, fever, chills, any of that? No? Those are signs of a possible systemic infection. I'm going to wrap this a little bit tight. You may have to redo it when you get home, but I want to put pressure on it and compress it so when you move and when you walk, the pressure from the